Good afternoon. This is for trading 9/11 to the 15th of next week. Yes, bear in mind Monday is 9/11. It's the anniversary, and you should be careful with that particular session. More often than not, they'll tend to rally it. So let's get to it. As I spoke to you last week or over the weekend as well, I talked about this harsh run up and how often this kind of gets a little ahead of itself, and lo and behold, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, they just rolled them. And they stretch. They just stretch. And they did it in all three markets. So, would you get a better picture of this? Um, Take a look at, well, I kind of marked it up here. This was pretty much the low from last week and the high from last week, and that was about 200-point move. And this is exactly it. It's your 50% range retracement of that move. Pretty much the same in the NASDAQ and as well in the Dow. So this area is probably fairly significant. I mean, this has been the trend all year. You get these run ups or the rundowns, and they kind of find either the bottom or the top. In this case, the bottom on Wednesday. They closed above, or Thursday they closed above the MA, and they stayed above the MA, and then they rallied them back and on Friday, as they often do. And he also, if you remember, that we kind of gapped lower on Monday, and we never really got to to it because it just rolled down so hard. We filled it on Friday, to the point, to pretty much to the price. It's somewhere in that ballpark between 78 and 75. So, once again, another gap gets filled eventually. Um, so you're going to want to pay attention to this. This is a big deal. This MA is around 50 to around 50, and that's going to probably be pretty significant for next week. So maybe Monday we'll hold it, try to rally back up in, or you can see that Friday we stalled. Nasdaq stalled at the MAs, and they rolled as well. And the Dow was kind of just meandering a little bit. They did get support off their 100. So, you can see once again, the MAs are working quite well. Uh, and, it was obviously a trend trade to the downside on last week. They just ripped through everything, and that's kind of the power of what happens when these markets get overextended to either side. You got overextended here, they hit a bottom, and then they kind of consolidated, and then they exploded. And it's quite amazing how hard they can do it. Same holds for the bottom, for the downside. And once again, a couple bad info, bad numbers come out, and everybody starts to panic back to the downside. But at the end, this is just a stretch of price, and they haven't really done any damage quite yet. So, the market once again is trying to figure this one out. This could be the chop process for the rest of the year. I don't know. I know there's a bunch of activity underneath here that has yet to been taken care of, but until we get underneath 4,400 again, it's not even worth discussing for now. So play off of this MA early on Monday. Watch your resistance levels. It's all the same in all three markets. It doesn't make a difference which way you want to play the markets, whether it's bearish or bullish. There's opportunities on both sides of the market, support and resistance. So quickly on a quick turn to Friday. And Friday, pretty much, like I said, they just marked it up. They came in right off the opening, so settlement somewhere down in here, and they just exploded. They came down. I don't even know what settlement was on 55, just and it pretty much right at the MA. Said that was pretty much the tell right here, and you got that monster run up, and it was just a matter of they gave you one little turn here, a little shy of which was at the time, I believe R1. This number's a little high, but I'm just using it to give you a general idea. And we eventually ran right back to it, and then they got a little nervous, and then we just started to meander the rest of the day, and then it basically tried one more time to ram it right back down to that MA, and it stopped right at it again. So you could just see how price is being affected by those locations. So it'll probably be the same thing come Monday. Take a quick look. Here's your action on Monday. Your resistance is coming in at around 80, which is a little above your Friday's high. So let's see how we play off of that. I don't know how they're going to handle this 9/11. You may have to look back and just see how we played off those days. And like I said, I think the big number is 50. So we're just gonna have to see how this comes into play after Sunday night. So this is your trade. This is your program for the rest of the week. Once again, if you are interested in what's going on, if you follow my work and you like this approach to trading futures, leave a message and enter an email or something, and I'll discuss the options and move forward. I'm considering taking this live, but I also got to base this off of demand for my work and the interest in it going live into a live trading room. So that's the program, guys. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you guys sometime in the middle of next week. Take care.